Hey Bougie click. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving deep into a thought-provoking topic that resonates with many in our contemporary society: the complex relationship between wealth and character. Why do so many women seem to prioritize financial stability and social status when choosing their partners? Join us as we explore the societal dynamics at play, the cultural context within the Black community, and the implications of these choices on relationships. Get ready for a bold social commentary that might challenge your perspectives. Let's get started.
I'ma make you a fan.
Wealth versus character, a bold social commentary. Let's get real. In today's world, romantic relationships often reflect broader social values and norms, with many women prioritizing financial stability and social status over character and integrity. Enter Cooley from the Tonight's Conversation podcast, who boldly claims his 6 feet 4 inches frame and $100,000 plus income make him a top-tier man. And honestly, he's not wrong. Despite the fairy tales we tell ourselves, most women do go for men with money and status, and social media's countless stories of heartache and deadbeat dads make that pretty clear. So, let's stop pretending and face the facts. Wealth, height, and attractiveness often win over character. The allure of wealth and status. For many women, the allure of wealth and status is a significant factor in choosing a partner. Financial stability offers a sense of security and comfort, which can be particularly appealing in a world where economic uncertainty is prevalent. Men who possess money and social status are often seen as more attractive because they can provide a lifestyle that is perceived as desirable. This preference is not necessarily a reflection of superficiality but rather a pragmatic approach to ensuring a stable and comfortable life. However, it's important to note that physical attractiveness also plays a crucial role in partner selection. Many women are drawn to the top tier of attractive men, often characterized by specific traits such as height, body composition, and facial features. Research suggests that women tend to favor men who are at least 6 feet tall, which is often viewed as a key indicator of physical dominance and genetic fitness. Men in this height category who also possess an athletic build and handsome facial features are frequently regarded as the most desirable partners. Statistics indicate that a relatively small percentage of men meet these criteria. For instance, only about 14% of the male population in the US is 6 feet tall or taller. When narrowing it down further, the intersection of height, physical fitness, and financial success reveals an even more exclusive group. Among men who are 6 feet tall or taller, the percentage of those earning $100,000 or more annually drops significantly. A study found that only about 10% of men in this height category also fall into the high-income bracket, while the percentage who are not overweight is similarly low. When considering race, these dynamics can vary. For instance, height averages differ among racial groups, with some ethnicities having a higher proportion of taller individuals. Consequently, men who are tall, fit, and financially successful may also vary in representation across different races. This intersection of height, wealth, and physical attractiveness creates a niche market that many women aspire to find in their partners, reflecting both biological and socioeconomic preferences. Overall, the combination of financial stability and physical attractiveness, particularly in the context of height and fitness, shapes the romantic choices of many women. This complex interplay highlights the multifaceted nature of attraction and the factors that influence partner selection in today's society. The stigma of simps and the appeal of cool dudes. Men who exhibit good character, kindness, and emotional availability are often derogatorily labeled as simps. This term is used to describe men who are perceived as overly attentive or submissive to women, and it carries a negative connotation. On the other hand, men who exude confidence, possess street credibility, and have a bit of money are often seen as more desirable. These cool dudes, despite their unfaithfulness and questionable morals, are attractive because they embody a certain charisma and social prowess that is highly valued. It is also often observed that women tend to be drawn to good-looking men, even if they possess bad character traits, over average-looking men with good character. This preference is rooted in the societal emphasis on physical appearance and status. A compelling example of this can be found in the words of Kevin Samuels, a well-known dating coach, who famously asserted that women prioritize height and income. He claimed that being over 6 feet tall and making over $100,000 a year gives a man a significant advantage in the dating scene. Samuel's commentary highlights the superficial criteria that influence romantic choices, suggesting that women are more likely to overlook character flaws if a man meets their ideal physical and financial standards. This dynamic perpetuates the belief that attractiveness and wealth are key to desirability, overshadowing the value of good character. This is why men like Nick Cannon and Cam Newton have several baby mamas. This phenomenon can be seen among other famous and wealthy figures like rappers such as Future and NBA YoungBoy, both known for their numerous children with different mothers. While they may enjoy significant success and wealth, their choices often raise questions about their character and the implications of such relationships. Critics argue that these men, despite their achievements, exhibit a lack of responsibility and commitment as they navigate complicated family dynamics and the challenges that come with having multiple baby mamas. The treatment of the mothers of their children often comes under scrutiny, with many alleging that these men fail to provide adequate emotional and financial support. This can lead to feelings of neglect and resentment among the mothers, who may feel overwhelmed by the demands of single parenthood without the necessary backing from the fathers. Their lifestyles, marked by fleeting romances and public controversies, often overshadow their professional accomplishments, leading to a broader discussion about the impact of fame and wealth on personal relationships. The consequences of their actions ripple through their families, affecting not only the mothers but also the children involved, raising important questions about responsibility, accountability, and the true meaning of family. Also, do women really like top-tier men with character or just ones with status and money? The impact on young women. This preference for wealth and status over character has significant implications for young women. Many young girls are drawn to older men who can provide financial stability and a sense of sophistication. This dynamic is often overlooked or even accepted because the man's financial capability overshadows concerns about the age difference or the nature of the relationship. Most young women, even ones who are underage, are pimped out by family who know they are dating men who are too old for them, but they don't say anything because of the potential financial benefits. The societal acceptance of these relationships underscores the value placed on money and status over character and integrity. The dynamics of relationships with large age and economic differences can have profound implications for young women, often placing them in precarious positions. When young women are attracted to older men primarily due to their financial stability and perceived sophistication, the relationship can quickly become unbalanced, creating a power dynamic that favors the older partner. This imbalance often leads to a range of issues, from emotional manipulation to a lack of agency in the relationship. One critical aspect of these dynamics is the inherent vulnerability of younger partners. Often, young women may lack the life experience and resources to fully understand or negotiate the complexities of such relationships. The allure of financial security can cloud their judgment, making them more susceptible to exploitation. Older partners may wield their economic advantages to assert control, whether overtly or subtly, influencing decisions about lifestyle, friendships, and even personal aspirations. The power imbalance can lead to a dependency where the younger woman feels obligated to conform to the older partner's desires and expectations, sacrificing her own autonomy and identity in the process. Moreover, societal norms play a significant role in perpetuating these dynamics. The acceptance of relationships that prioritize wealth and status over genuine connection fosters an environment where young women may feel pressured to seek out older, financially stable partners. This can lead to a normalization of transactional relationships, where love and affection are secondary to material gain. Such a framework not only undermines the potential for healthy, equitable partnerships but also perpetuates the idea that a woman's worth is closely tied to her partner's financial status. The economic disparity in these relationships can further entrench traditional gender roles, reinforcing the stereotype of the man as the provider and the woman as the dependent. This dynamic can inhibit young women's personal and professional growth, limiting their opportunities for empowerment and self-sufficiency. In many cases, the financial security provided by an older partner may come at the cost of personal freedom, as the young woman may feel pressured to adhere to the expectations set by her partner, thereby stifling her ambitions and desires. Think about situations like Diddy and Cassie or Courtney Stoughton and Doug Hutchison. Both young women were with considerably older men. Courtney was even underage. Courtney was 16 when her parents let her marry 51-year-old Doug Hutchison. Courtney later accused Doug of grooming and emotional abuse, claiming that he took advantage of her youth and naivety. The couple went through multiple separations and reconciliations before finally divorcing in 2020. Stoughton has since spoken out about the abusive nature of their relationship and is working on a memoir to share her experiences. Courtney Stoughton's mother, Krista Keller, played a significant role in their relationship with Doug Hutchison. Krista gave her permission for the marriage when Courtney was just 16, despite the significant age difference. She initially supported the relationship, describing Hutchison as a wonderful man. However, their relationship became strained over time, especially after Krista was accused of having an emotional affair with Hutchison during an episode of the Mother/Daughter Experiment, Celebrity Edition. There have been speculations and accusations that Courtney Stoughton's mother, Krista Keller, had financial motivations and sought fame through her daughter's controversial marriage to Doug Hutchison. Krista, who initially served as Courtney's manager, was seen by some as exploiting the media attention for personal gain. This goes to show that other races of people will pimp out their daughters as well. While relationships with significant age and economic differences may appear appealing on the surface, they often harbor deep-rooted power imbalances that can be damaging to young women. The prioritization of wealth and status over character and mutual respect not only compromises the integrity of such relationships but also undermines the potential for young women to thrive as independent individuals. It is crucial to foster discussions around these dynamics to promote healthier, more equitable relationships that empower young women rather than diminish their agency. Cultural context in the Black community. Within the Black community, the dynamics surrounding relationships and financial stability are deeply intertwined with cultural values and historical experiences. The influence of matriarchs, such as mothers, aunts, and grandmothers, plays a significant role in shaping these expectations. These family figures often impart lessons learned from their own life experiences, emphasizing the necessity of financial security as a foundational element in relationships. In many cases, the emphasis on financial stability stems from a historical context where economic disparities have disproportionately affected Black families. This legacy of economic struggle can lead to a heightened awareness of financial resources as a means of security and survival. As a result, financial support from a partner is frequently viewed not just as a benefit but as a crucial marker of reliability and commitment. Although in the Black community, when mothers or other family members inquire about a partner's financial contributions, it often extends beyond mere protection. Family members may also see the man as a potential source of financial assistance for themselves. This can create an additional layer of pressure, where the family might rely on the partner's earnings for shared expenses or support, further intertwining familial expectations with financial obligations. This phenomenon also occurs in other racial communities, as seen with Courtney Stoughton, who is a white woman. This perspective can place immense pressure on women to seek partners who can meet these financial expectations, sometimes overshadowing the importance of personal qualities such as kindness, respect, and emotional support. The desire for financial stability can be compounded by the family's aspirations, leading to a scenario where the partner is not only viewed as a provider for the woman but also as a potential financial resource for the entire family unit. Moreover, this cultural expectation can create a complex interplay between love and financial consideration, leading women to grapple with the tension between seeking a loving partnership and adhering to family values that prioritize financial stability. As a result, some women may find themselves in relationships where they feel compelled to overlook potential red flags in character or compatibility in favor of financial security. This dynamic not only affects individual relationships but can also contribute to broader societal patterns regarding partnership choices within the community. In essence, while financial stability is an important factor in any relationship, the cultural context within the Black community adds layers of complexity that can influence women's choices in their partners. Understanding this cultural backdrop is essential for appreciating how these dynamics operate and how they can impact the lives of individuals within the community. The intertwining of family financial needs with romantic relationships highlights the multifaceted nature of love, obligation, and economic survival within this context. The myth of the top-tier man. The discussion of what constitutes a top-tier man is often skewed by these societal and cultural values. A man with good character who makes an honest but modest living is frequently overlooked in favor of men who can provide a more luxurious lifestyle. However, it's important to note that not all men with money are generous, and wealth does not inherently equate to kindness or reliability. This preference can lead to a cycle where women choose partners who are ultimately unfaithful or unreliable, resulting in broken relationships and single-parent households. The prevalence of deadbeat daddy conversations on social media highlights this issue, as many women find themselves in relationships with men who have a history of fathering children out of wedlock and failing to provide support. The preference for wealth and status over character in romantic relationships reflects broader societal and cultural values. While financial stability and social status are important, prioritizing these factors over character and integrity can lead to unfulfilling and unstable relationships. It is essential to recognize the impact of these choices and to challenge the cultural norms that perpetuate them. By valuing character and integrity alongside financial stability, individuals can build healthier and more fulfilling relationships. Thanks for watching. We hope this exploration of wealth versus character has sparked some valuable insights and conversations for you. It's crucial to reflect on the values we prioritize in our relationships and how they shape our connections with others. If you found this video enlightening, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content that challenges the status quo. Share your thoughts below. Do you think character should be prioritized over wealth in relationships? Until next time, keep questioning and seeking deeper understanding. What do you think? Do women like money and attractiveness or character? Let me know in the comments section. Stay bougie. Follow and support me. All links in bio. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check description for more info. New episodes every day.